Hey guys, it's Lydia, and today I want to talk to you about the propane incident. The first thing that happened to us was that day that we actually had propane put into one of our tanks. We were using our reserve tank, which is our other tank. We have two tanks, two 20-pound tanks. So we decided before we went to Fort that we were going to fill up because the U-Haul was not too far from us. We ended up going there. I thought it was a little strange that she didn't purge my tank when we were there. Most of the places that I've been to, they've all, pretty much all of them, I could say, I don't remember any one that they have not purged my tank at the very end. I'm thinking it was a combination of a couple of things. One, the heat was excessive that day. It was over 95. It was incredibly hot that day. And I think she could have maybe overfilled it, or the heat was so intense in the propane tank that because we had topped it off, it expanded within the tank, and the relief valve, the emergency relief valve, let go of a lot of propane. And I know that it did because when I opened the compartment to go in there and kind of see the valves and see if everything was okay, there was a lot of liquid that was on top of the propane and underneath the propane. So actually it rolled off the propane and came out. So that means that that was purging propane for quite a while, which becomes like a liquid when it's underneath. Thought I was going to have to move on to the next U-Haul place, which is my recommendation that, you know, if you're filling up somewhere, you fill up at a franchise, even if you have to go out of your way a mile or two versus a local guy, because I mean, if you're traveling, you want to be able to get proper service. Something happened, failed with your system where you got it. If you have your receipt, you can be moving on your route and traveling and go to the next U-Haul and say, look, I have this problem and this happened and this happened. And I'm sure because it's a franchise, they will go ahead and either fix it for you, help you, or give you some kind of a recommendation as to what you should do with your system. And that happens to you, what you need to do is get everybody out of the RV and all your pets and everything, and just open all the windows, all the vents, and have all your fans running. That's what happened to us. We had to do all of that. We had everybody outside, and we just had to air out the RV for quite a long time before we were able to feel safe enough to come back inside. But once it got aired out, it stopped ringing, because I guess the concentration was in that little space there because the dinette's in front of it. So there's, you know, there's not so much ventilation that goes on there. I wasn't too worried about the refrigerator to have it off because I have my bag, and this bag's been traveling with me for years. I always keep it as an emergency bag. In my trailer I kept it, and everywhere I go I travel with this, and it's a thermal bag. It's lined inside. It'll keep your stuff cold for a good 24 hours. What I would have to do is put everything from my refrigerator, I would put all my stuff in this bag with a bag of ice, and this will be keep cold for hours. Make sure that you have one of these somewhere, whether it's in your car or whatever. Some of the other things I want to tell you is that we are traveling with the pickup and we are traveling with the bags, and that's the way we're traveling. We're not traveling, you know, I'm happy that we're not traveling with the black tank because it's excessively hot, and that would just not work for us in this heat. It's just too hot. The smells would be too much, and it'd just be a not nice thing, especially for a small space like this. So the pickup and the bags, that's what we're using on this trip, and it's been great because we're able to travel, and we don't have to worry about dumping. We don't have to worry about water. We don't have to worry about none of that stuff. It's working out really great, and I'm happy. So that's working out for us. If you want, watch my video on the pickup. I'll link it below. As far as the GPS is concerned, make sure that you set yourself a reminder every year, and it's a reoccurring reminder on your phone to go in to your GPS lifetime maps and upgrade your lifetime maps yearly, if that's one of the things that they provide when you purchase a GPS. And I did that on the road when we went out west, and then I didn't on this trip. So, but most of the problems I had with my GPS on this trip were not as a result of the lifetime maps. It's really a result of me leaving the GPS on the windshield in excessive heat in a closed vehicle. I always forget to bring my GPS back into the RV. I always forget that it's there. I leave it there. The sun is beating into the windshield. They tell you don't put your electronics where the heat's going to hit it. And guess what? That damages the battery of your GPS. So my recommendation is, if you have a GPS and it's on the window, and these things cost a lot of money, they're $200, $300, $400 and more. When you get someplace, make it a habit to take it off the dashboard, because if the sun hits it from behind, it's going to damage your battery. And then when it damages the battery, it's only going to work on the wire. It's not going to be wire. It's not going to be, you know, it's not going to work. It's not going to be wireless anymore, and it's going to have glitches. So make sure that you take it off the dashboard and keep it somewhere where it's going to be cool. If you're going to be inside for the night, then just bring it inside with you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you want to follow my videos, please make sure that you go to the notification where the subscription box is, and you hit on the little bell there, because the little bell, if you hit on it every time that I post a video, you'll get the notification that it's out. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and stay tuned, we got more coming up. Hey guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please share it, and please subscribe. Follow us on social media.